Good morning, Your Honor. May I approach the bench? I don't give a damn what anyone thinks. I stay up all night and I smoke and I drink. I'm a wanted man and I'm blowing town. Don't waste your time trying to hunt me down. The cops are saying I belong behind bars, and I'm guilty. I'm guilty as charged.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Guilty as Charged, the Kolchak retrospective show. Tonight we are on episode number 6, The Vampire. Original air date October 4th, 1974. Here along, as always, is the Gill and Gillty. Gil!
Hello!
Hello! So,
Hello.
you guys haven't heard, Gil has a new baby. She's
I got a baby.
a strapping young lady. She's
It's
you might
just
hear
a
her.
baby.
You might hear her cooing and giggling in the background at some point because she is sitting next to him as he does the show in his slanket.
Yep. I don't have the slanket with me.
Oh God, we can't do the show then.
It's a tragedy.
All right, so like I said, we're on episode number 6, otherwise known as The Vampire. So on the 3, 2, 1, and go, we will hit play on the video for our sake. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Right, so I hit play now?
Yes, you hit it.
Yeah,
Yes.
there we go. People will be getting used to that now.
Yes,
And they'll all be going, Gil, stop doing that.
yes. Every show they're gonna be like, he has to do this.
Yeah.
Just like we have to listen to this universal thing every show.
I know. I did ask you if I should cut it out, and you went, nah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
okay.
fine.
It's your fault.
Why
Oh,
do the work? And the wonderful opening credit scene.
I love the music. I just can't help it.
It's great.
I just can't help it.
I downloaded just the audio and put it down as my ringtone when I wake up in the morning, my alarm tone.
Oh, well, I was going to say, if it was your ringtone, you wouldn't have heard it yet.
Right.
That's the meanest joke in the world.
You are one funny guy. Not.
You think I'm a clown?
Do I amuse you?
I amuse blush you. That was a bit too Arnold Schwarzenegger there, wasn't
Yes,
it?
that was good.
I amuse blush you. That wasn't Arnie that time. Not sure who that was.
That was Gil.
They were tearing up an old road to Laymore Freeway, a few miles south of
Laymore
Las
Freeway.
Vegas.
He didn't eat his vegetables.
The state of Nevada's
That's the seat next to him.
digging would be a help to thousands of motorists.
He's heading back to Vegas.
To be a
Back to
nightmare.
Vegas, back to Vegas. I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that... I mean, he's clearly going to be flying into Vegas, isn't he?
Clearly. And his arms are tired.
May 2nd, 8:50.
Surely he's going to be flying into Vegas.
Missed the detour sign and blew a steel-belted radial on
He
a
is flying
jagged
into
rock.
Vegas, but
She
don't
cursed
call me
the power
Sherwood.
of advertising. She had no idea how cursed her evening.
Actually, I think he does actually fly into LA.
Yeah. And his arms are still tired,
'Cause-
right?
Yep. He's not allowed to go back to Vegas. The police told him that.
Uh-oh. But he's going to Vegas. Something's wrong. She conveniently cut her finger.
Yep.
Oh, I like this music too.
She's just setting feminism back like 10 years there. Don't be a scream queen. Oh, she's a scream queen.
When Miss Munoz
Run,
returned to
Forrest,
the
run.
They found nothing, just excavated earth. Elena Munoz's name was placed on the crank list.
Crank list.
That's people that were murdered whilst trying to crank
I
something.
guess the vampire smelt the drop of blood, right?
Yep. There's Suzanne Charney.
Yes. Do you know her?
Yes, that's the one and only Suzanne Charney.
The one and only, huh?
Yeah, she was a waitress stroke nurse in an episode of The Bionic Woman.
The one and only.
She also played Mrs. Nancy Masala. I'm not sure if that was like a racist pun at the time, but that was an episode of Quincy. And she was Ginger and Gina in Starsky and Hutch.
He's paying them off
Different
Monopoly
people.
money.
She was also in the Rockford Files and Kolchak.
Nice.
She's done them all.
Did them all. And that's Larry Storch,
It's in Magnum.
famous of F Troop.
She wasn't in Magnum, but she was in Ironside.
On the way to Los Angeles. Oh, yeah.
Do you know Larry Storch?
No, I don't think so.
He was in F Troop.
Well, that sounds like the sort of show I would watch.
It was a
I have no idea what.
It's kind of a comedy like Hogan's Heroes.
I loved Hogan's
It
Heroes.
wasn't. I don't remember if it was set in the same time as Hogan's Heroes stuff, but it was kind of a comedy like that. Uh-oh, here comes Vincenzo.
So was F Troop just like the F word involved in any way?
No, that was the name of their troop.
Like at the end of every episode, somebody would go, "Oh fuck."
It's the only way to fly. Ciao, Carl.
Chow Cow.
No, I'm not familiar with F Troop.
Okay.
There's Mr. Uptight.
That's Sweet Brightowski I just saw heading out of here. Who? Sweet Brightowski.
Yeah, one of my
Uptight.
very secretive guy.
Oh, sure look like Sweet. You know, he still owes me $500 from Vegas.
Really?
Mr. Vincenzo,
Yep.
this just came in over the wire. New York wants somebody from this office.
So
to
that
Los
took
Angeles.
place in Vegas, I
Do a
guess.
piece on Metamira, the 15-year-old.
No, Los Angeles. This is like the flashback to how he got there, isn't it? He's on the plane, and it shows you why he's going there, and then it cuts to like him going, "Here's how I ended up in this
Oh
job."
yeah. Okay.
He's currently plotting how he can seem like he really doesn't want to take this job because it would mean having to go to LA while simultaneously making sure he's the person that's given the all expenses paid job to go to LA.
Oh, no, not me, Tony. No.
Right.
I'm
See?
lit up to my eyeballs
Gotcha.
right here.
Carl, do you mind if I make the decisions on the utilization of manpower around here?
Whatever you say, Tony.
He is the damn editor after all.
I think I've seen that art house movie, the utilization of manpower.
I'm sure you have.
Murdy book, the work,
Most likely while you were visiting the glory holes.
Just the Murdy book.
Oh fuck off!
I don't know the others.
That is,
Murdy book is fine, Tony. It's just fine. It'll give him enough.
is this like tease the Liberal Day?
Superficial, but enough.
Carl, I want you to go.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Vincenzo, don't you see what he...
No, now wait a minute, Tony. There is no time to discuss it.
He always,
Now, go to
he always plays like that.
Set it with a murder mirror,
Yeah.
and I want you on that plane today.
Not me. I'm not going out, and that's that.
You are going out to Los Angeles. You're going to give the story your best efforts.
You'd think Tony would be used to his shit by now.
No.
That is it, Carl.
It's the game they play.
I'm sorry, Ron.
Sorry. Yep.
Or he is used to his shit and he's thinking, well, if I play his game, it not only means that he gets what he wants, but also means that he has to fuck off for a couple of days.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. He won't have to put up with him. He won't have to put up with him for a few days. He's got him out of his hair.
He's gonna cut that man right out of his hair.
Long, beautiful hair.
7:15 p.m. Los Angeles'
All right.
full sunset
So we were in Vegas.
While I was doing
Now
that,
we're in Los
flight
Angeles.
Catherine Rollins, 25,
No, we weren't in
Yeah,
Vegas.
she was in
We-
Vegas.
hadn't seen
Oh.
in 3 years.
No, she was in Barstow.
A lot had changed
What?
in 3 years. A whole lot.
Is the person that got killed?
No, when she was, the beginning, she was in Vegas. When she popped up, when she came out of the ground, she was in Vegas.
No, she was in Barstow.
Oh,
That hasn't been
and
revealed
spoiler
yet.
alert, she's the vampire.
But she doesn't quite have that vampiric charm.
Like the first,
I
like
mean, like,
Janos Skorsky.
The same night, 12:30 a.m. Linda Courtney
No, I
returned
mean, like,
home
she's just
early
like
with a
throwing.
screaming
They're
headache
just
to the
throwing each other
apartment
about
she shared.
like the world's worst wrestling match. And then I don't know if it's just me, but I think that the appeal of Count Dracula initially it was meant to be this kind of like sexual thing, like when you get the wives of Dracula
Oh,
scene in the book and everything. I think that vampires and sex have always kind of crossed paths through the ages.
yeah.
And I think that there is nothing less sexy than a vampire who turns at you and goes,
I want to suck your blood.
that just sounds like they've got a really fucking bad cold. You're like, sorry, just go away, get rid of whatever flu you've got, then come back and you might be sexy.
Go away. Leave her alone.
3 radio stations here, and the rest is TV, sir.
Liver alone. That's the sort of restaurant a vampire would go to.
That's right. Also a Scream reference for those that don't get it. Leave her alone. I'll be right back. The guy begged him for a tip. He gave him $1.
Did you give him that much? I thought you just gave him coins.
That's a nice TV. Back in the day, that was a high-end TV.
Oh, this will be a high-end restaurant because he works for the INS.
Area code 312-555-8842.
Look at all those messages.
That is actually just each word for the script. Darren McGavin was a very slow reader.
Yeah. He wasn't a very good swimmer. Should have been watching him every minute. Wrong movie.
Oh, I love this
Yeah,
dog.
it's a nice dog.
Woofy McWooferson.
Nice golden retriever.
That's not a fucking golden retriever.
Yeah, it is.
Seriously, have a look at that dog. It's a German Shepherd.
I know. Just trying to get you going. Just trying to see if you're awake.
Actually, that's one of those weird things. Is they're called German Shepherds again. When I was growing up, they were all just called Alsatians.
Because you Scottish people are weird.
No,
No.
it was due to the war.
No.
Like, no, Connie, no do that. Fucking, no, man. It was just pure like. See, this is how like. See if you go out in the city centre of Glasgow on a Friday or a Saturday night. You know how you go into any city centre, there will always be the people that have had a couple of beers in a bar and then they're waiting outside a club to get in and they're just like merry and chatting to everyone. They always have the same sort of accent. They'll be like, no man, what I'm saying is, just like, see that thing? I pure love that thing. And that's just Friday and Saturday nights in Glasgow. Mental.
Yeah. This is a pretty shitty rental car.
Unless I had something to show on a meta and transcendental meditation.
A meta.
Do some serious meditating on having me fired.
Fired out of a cannon.
Of course, if this is too small for you, you might look at the Basil Rathco. You were late. We were expecting the turbine inspection.
I wonder why they picked Basil Rathbone for the reference there.
Although I have been known to bug a few people.
I don't know. I don't know. That guy apparently is supposed to be a Hollywood columnist, but I don't know who he is.
Oh, was this like a mid-70s cameo?
Yeah. Although I don't know who the guy is, but his name's Army Archer. Apparently, that's it.
I'm
That's
really
his wife.
hoping that within like 5 years' time, people will say the same thing when they see Piers Morgan on TV.
Right.
Either that, or they all just go, "There's that man who is just a cunt."
To use this house set up in 2 episodes of Columbo. But Kolchak got it first.
Oh, you must be Mr. Shankar. My name is Kolchak. We had an appointment.
Yes, we did. And I told them that if you wish to speak with my most perfect master, you should be here by noon of today.
Well, I was
Perfect
delayed,
master.
unavoidably delayed. But I still must meet with the Mara.
See, I don't understand this scene
He's just trying to do
because of
his little bit of work that he has to do, because that's what the
Yeah.
story's there for.
No, I just mean the fact that he doesn't get to interview the guy.
No, well, because there was no.
I'm not sure what they're trying to say about the person, because like what sort of person are they meant to be? Are they meant to be like a scam artist, or are they meant to be a really, really genuinely holy man?
That's very deep, Gil.
No, because I genuinely don't think that if they were meant to be like a properly holy man, that they would have said no to the meeting because he was late.
Oh, maybe they're very punctual. You know how those Indians are.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Oh, you're gonna have to edit that out too.
I'm not going to edit anything out. You can let yourself sound stupid as you want. I'm just going to.
I can't say that word that you don't like.
He mentioned Buddhist, so you know it could be Tibetan. But I just don't think any actual Buddhist leader would be saying, "Oh, you were late, so you don't get your interview."
And that's what's bothering you about this?
That's what bothers me about that, but also the fact that this appears to be like a very fancy house.
Yes.
It's
a set in the Universal Studios lot.
But the backstory for the Buddhist who wouldn't talk to him because he was late, which already makes him pretty un-Buddhist. That Buddhist also hired a rather expensive, plush place to stay just for like 2 days. No, they would just go to any reasonable hotel. They wouldn't hire a fucking fancy house for themselves and then tell people, "Oh, you're too late, you can't turn up." And also, if he's only just been too late, why is she there expecting that she can be selling the house at the same time as a Buddhist holy man is supposedly still living there?
Well, I
Makes
don't
no
know.
fucking sense.
Okay.
I really like the episode, just that bit makes no fucking sense to me. They could have just written that out in a different way.
Ladies and gentlemen out there listening, if you like Gil's rants, just send us some feedback and let us know. If you want Gil to stop with his silly rants, send us some feedback and let us know.
If you agree with my silly rants, then let us know. If you disagree, let us know. Either way, let us know.
Either way, let us know what you think. This is our 4th or 5th or 6th episode now, and we don't have any feedback yet, but we do have some views, so that's good.
And when you've figured out exactly what Newty does on this show, let us know.
Yeah. It definitely is not ranting. What I did was bring this show to you, which now
Yes,
bringing it
that's
to the
true.
world. Sharing it with the rest of the world out there. All right.
There's William Daniels there.
You know what I do on this show. I read from the book.
Right, well, of course, he's Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Yes, that's where he's from. And also the voice
and Kit.
Kit. Yes, Kit.
And he was also in St. Elsewhere. He was in Magnum P.I.
Yep.
He was in Transformers. He's been in everything. He's been in Quincy.
I mean, he was in an episode of Magnum P.I.
Yeah.
All right, don't confuse it.
I don't mean...
you were going to
yeah.
say he was Higgins.
No, he wasn't Buddy Higgins. He's been in everything.
Buddy Higgins. No, I'm getting
He's
blood
been in...
boiling, huh?
Oh, no. He did let himself down. He was in Galactica 1980.
Bloody hell!
He was in the Blue Lagoon
Oh yeah, he was the naked. Right?
as Arthur Lestrange.
Oh, I thought he was the one that was masturbating to Brooke Shields.
No, that was you.
Oh yeah.
He was in Soap. You know, the 70s kind of piss-take sitcom thing?
Yeah, with Billy Crystal.
Yeah, he played Himmel.
Himmel.
But, yes, see? I have some facts for an episode this week.
Awesome. I can't believe you found time to look for facts with your new baby in the house. Kolchak saying, look, I know vampires.
Do you know that... Here's an interesting fact, that on all of his Knight Rider appearances, he's uncredited.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was never credited as the voice of Kit.
Oh. Didn't he reprise the voice of Kit in the Knight Rider reboot?
He's basically, he has done it in the reboot, he's done it in The Simpsons. Like, if you're looking for the voice of Kit, it's probably just cheaper to hire him.
So earlier in one of the other episodes, I guess I made reference to this episode, saying that the girl was a callback to a victim of the first vampire in the first movie, but apparently, I guess that's not true. Because they never do say it, but she did come from Vegas, so I guess it could be. She could be a victim of the other vampire.
Oh, yeah, the first victim in the first one, her name was Lola.
She was a showgirl.
She was a showgirl. She was, yep.
Did I steal your joke?
Well, I guess you better wire me the list.
I stole your joke, didn't I?
No.
Yeah, thanks, Frank. I owe you.
Is that what you wanted me to do? Sing it? Sing Copacabana?
If you
Well,
want.
you set me up for it.
Right, sing it.
I already did. You said her name was Lola, and I said she was a showgirl.
Seriously, that was singing.
That's how I sing. That's why I don't work as a singer.
Look, I could hear you a lot better if you took that submarine sandwich
What?
out of your mouth.
Take the submarine out of your mouth.
No, I think we know that was a euphemism.
All right.
Oh, she did, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's a little place down off the lobby down here. It's it's called the Char Pit. It's real cheap, Tony. The Guru, Carl. Did you get what we need? How did the interview go with the Guru?
See, that's what I don't get. I just don't get the Guru.
What don't you get about the Guru?
Now you just get that story wired in and fast.
He got sent there to do a story on the Guru.
Yeah, I just don't get that the Guru was a guru. That's the thing that really annoys me about the Guru is that I think that if he had turned up on time, he would just have destroyed that Guru as not being a
Back
guru.
to this again. All right. Every time he says Guru, you guys take a drink.
Guru.
We'll turn this into a drinking game show. Guru, Guru, Guru. Now you're all drunk.
Guru. 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 Guru, 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 guru.
Hey, doesn't this kind of reminiscent of the movie too? He's got a girl working in his apartment doing a typewriter, like the first girl in the first movie.
I do have a nary in here, though. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but she wasn't typing for him.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I need a new co-host because this guy does not play along with me. Can I have a new co-host? Anybody out there want to be on the show next week? Let me know. Thank you. nfwpodcast@yahoo.com.
Sorry, I was so busy looking at the baby that I think I can only pay half attention to this.
If we can find a babysitter for Gill, anyone that lives in Scotland that may be listening and wants to be a babysitter, you must have breast milk. That is all.
That's true. Also, it needs to be yours. You can't just turn up at my door with a bottle that's labelled breast milk. You will not get in.
So we might not make it through 20 episodes of this show.
Shut up.
The Gill and Gillty as charged is driving us crazy.
Oh. It's a podcast of double interest. How much attention can one person pay to
yes.
like one man person? Sorry, you have no idea like how little sleep you get when you're a
Carl Kolchak. What are you doing here? I'm a reporter with the INS.
Seriously, you end up like every night you just sit there thinking, I shouldn't have had that last beer, and then realizing I didn't have any beer. I'm just tired.
Hey, this is one of the first few times you see him without a mustache.
I think you got every right to worry. Is that right? Yeah.
Do you think that he grew the mustache because he was so good in this episode yet so unmemorable?
A real one.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you see him without the mustache and you just think, doesn't look right. That's not his
voice
face.
is his voice, man.
Yep.
That's a recognizable voice for sure.
I spoke to that deputy sheriff.
Yeah, but without the mustache? Who the fuck does he think he is?
You know what he said? He denied it completely. And yet the truth was hanging out all over his face. Now, come on, Lieutenant. You know and I know that Linda Portner and her boyfriend here in this apartment both had puncture marks on their throats.
If I knew that, I would have told the press. Why are you
Sure you would have.
Fantasy?
This is not a fantasy. There's a pattern to these.
But anyway, yeah,
the
Carl has mentioned like the guy in Barstow, which, you know, not quite in Vegas, but close enough that you'd think that Kolchak would be worried about flying towards there.
I really don't think he's worried about it anymore.
I have one thing to tell you, Kolchak.
Yeah, that's true.
I really don't think
it worries about anything.
Today. And on your way home, you can drop off your vampire story in Transylvania.
This vampire didn't come from Transylvania. It came from Las Vegas.
You put one word of that
there you go, see?
And you're back in Winter City before you have a chance to pull your hat down tight.
Forget the teletype. That's unimportant. What is important is that you and everybody else in this city stop that vampire. Kill it.
Yes.
The only way you're going to find
But annoyingly, he doesn't say, look, here's the story I wrote.
Listen to me, please. Get out. This is very important.
You know, like, this details how I met a vampire in Vegas.
The only way you can
We all know if he goes and tells that story again to anyone, he'll get indicted for murder. Because they're holding out the paper.
Yep. This is a bit of genius, though.
Are you a painter? Yeah, I'm a painter.
Did you know Linda Courtner? You haven't been talking to reporters, have you?
Nope.
Nope. Not me.
I'm glad to see you.
Yeah, not me.
Let's bring it out. Not me, you see.
Not me, see. Not... I ain't talking to nobody, see.
I ain't no dirty rat, you see.
Not at all. That's odd, isn't it? I mean, 2 men were arrested.
That's under investigation.
Before you go, say hello to my little friend, see.
Give us a list or a description of those clothes and jewelry so we can put a search on them.
Oh, she had an awful lot of clothes.
Oh,
a lot of
she was an expensive-looking dame.
I guess she needed him for her work.
Yeah, what kind of work?
Saw her a couple times with the pearl necklace, see.
Go out late. Diamond thing, hostess thing.
Yeah, for whom?
Oh, that's a disgusting joke.
That's right, Grace's catering service. That's right.
It is. You're a naughty man.
Yeah, I guess so. My wife overheard her talking about doing some stunts.
Stunts.
Are you sure?
You sure you heard stunts? Or cunts?
That's twice you said that word already.
Oh, in Scotland, it's like the
I
apostrophe.
think you should edit that word.
Las Vegas.
Yeah, she was going to
Do you?
Just me. Just think you should edit that word. Just because you edited me.
Her name was
Catherine.
I hate that word, Gil.
Once.
She never married
As much as you hate that other word that you won't let me say.
Stallings or Rawlings? Rawlings, that was it. R-A-W-L.
The word I said is not a word of hate.
Yes, it
It's
is.
a word of
It
love.
is over here. It's not a word of love over here.
No, I didn't tell
Oh,
her.
you're a bunch of fannies.
Didn't know it.
Want to start a border war?
No, that was like that was an awesome pun. That was a language-based pun. Because you know how you're obviously saying that you dislike the fact that Scottish people occasionally use the word cunt.
Not occasionally. You use it all the time.
Okay, but you know, like it doesn't mean what you think it means. It means like, oh, I don't like that person, they're a bad cunt. Oh, I like that person, he's a good cunt. Or that's the best cunt in the world. It does not mean what you think. It can be anybody of any age, race, sex, or gender, or whatever, anything. But Fanny, you think Fanny means bottom. Over here, Fanny means vagina.
You people are weird. Just saying.
We are weird, but I'm just saying.
When you live under the rule,
Don't be
when
a
you
fan.
live under the rule of the thumb of the British English woman, you gotta be a weird people, I guess. Oh.
You wish you lived under her thumb.
I want to wear one of those hats that her guardsmen wear.
Have you ever noticed that every time, if you're like just browsing about the internet, every time you see a picture of Betty White, you just think it's going to say, she's dead now.
You're still alive. But then I started shaving, and the whole world ended for you. Tony! Tony, I can't hear you, Tony! Turn the shaver off, Carl.
He's always one step ahead of him.
Where have you been? Why the games? And why haven't you returned my calls?
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Tony, I've been working. Paying off. Listen, there's more to this meditation thing than meets the eye.
Yeah.
You know, I've been
Tell him about the vampire, Carl.
Side roads, and I've gotten.
He's not going to be that stupid.
I'd like to ask you a few questions about the Murder Mirror interview itself.
Could I call you back on that?
No. Does Mirror's mansion really have copper pipes throughout? Plumbing.
Well, yes, Tony. Some of these old
Yeah,
mansions,
because
they do have
the
copper pipes.
interview was written by the realtor. Just in case anybody has been unable to pay attention to this episode due to us saying bad words over the top of it.
Yeah, every time he keeps saying the word cunt over everything that's going on in this show.
I didn't send you there to interview.
What?
Sorry? What?
Did you say something?
I never said anything.
That's a first.
Oh, don't be such a cunt.
Yeah, we haven't recorded in a while, folks, so
Yeah.
you can tell.
Well, you
We're very sharp
said-
tonight.
You said things are getting a bit too hectic. Can we try and thin the audience out around about episode 6?
He was really very excited about it. Yeah, he.
And I said, why? And you said, oh, I just think we're attracting some of the wrong sort of people.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Yeah.
And why was he shouting?
Oh, listen, better to shout a lot. You gotta get used to that.
Well, I'll
People that eat in Burger King.
see if I can tighten it up a little bit.
What?
Yeah, listen. I heard about a business.
If you live near me, they're the wrong sort of people.
Burger King?
It's not listed here in the directory.
You
Yeah.
don't like Burger King where you come from?
Heard about it, have you?
It's not that I don't like Burger King. It's just the Burger King near me. There's only one that's near me, and it has like the fucking soft play section for
There
kids.
can only be one.
That means that people with kids will go along there and just their kids will run about and scream. And well, I live in Glasgow, so they also occasionally swear.
Wow, kids running around in a play area. Who would have thought?
No,
I could take a message.
it's this sounds really bad, but
See her where I could reach her. You could reach her.
I have never
That's about it.
felt so bad
Well, I'd like.
in the past year, apart from this one time that I went to Burger King, and there was a little kid that was going absolutely mental, like completely miserable and didn't want to be there, but just kept wandering into different parts of the restaurant, having like this fucking massive tantrum whilst swearing lots. and like basically just telling people nearby to fuck off. And I thought it was simultaneously the most shameful, but also the most realistic that I'd seen in Glasgow for a long time. This little girl was going absolutely mental. Like, she stood and she screamed, and then her grandfather walked over and took her by the hand to take her back to where they were sitting, and she just went, "Just fucking fuck off." She was like 4. It was ridiculous, but at the same time hilarious.
Could you lend me your lipstick?
Uh-oh. So this was directed by TV veteran Don Weiss. He did 4 episodes of Kolchak. His long list includes 4 episodes of Alfred Hitchcock Presents, which was The Big Switch, The Pearl Necklace, A Secret Life, and First Class Honeymoon.
Pearl Necklace?
Exactly what you mentioned earlier, see? It's called Callback.
You see? It's Pearl Necklace, you see?
He did MASH, Remington Steele, Ironside, Petrocelli, It Takes a Thief, Happy Days, Courtship of Eddie's Father, Hawaii Five-O, Mannix, Hill Street Blues. And on the big screen, he did A Slight Case of Larceny in 1953.
I think you find it's Petrocelli.
The Affairs of Dobie Gillis. Petrocelli. The Gene Krupa story. And Critics with Bob Hope and Lucille Ball.
Is the Gene Krupa story just called the Gene Krupa story?
That's what it's called.
Yeah, no, it's just I want to watch that.
1959.
Gene Krupa fan.
Wonderful.
What? I think he was an incredibly talented and original drummer.
He called for a hooker and said his name was Tony Vincenzo.
Did he? I never noticed
because you were talking about kids swearing at a Burger King.
Yeah.
Alright, which freako scene is this?
Which freako scene is this? Wait, you're not a vampire?
He really does have his trousers hoisted a bit too high there,
like
doesn't
Grandpa.
Where's Catherine?
Yeah. And like he had his tie tucked into his trousers.
No, it's very important that I meet her.
Ichabod sent her off on another gig at the last minute.
You wouldn't think that he would be so shy about talking about sexual things, considering the young ladies he was attracting earlier on in the series.
My sugar mac, Catherine's too.
And where do I find Catherine? Where does she live, you know?
Oh, that creep doesn't talk.
Tell me about Catherine.
Go on, hurry up, tell me.
Tell me, we've got an hour. Just tell me what you know about Catherine. What do you want to do to Catherine? What do you want Catherine to do to you?
Him hopping mad when he hears I came up here and didn't get paid. $200, sweet cheeks.
$200?
Welcome to Hollywood, sailor.
I don't have to answer questions like that about my business. That's an invasion of the laissez-faire principle of free enterprise.
I like that guy.
Catherine Rollins killed her.
Yeah.
You're
You want to
nuts.
do a thing like that? Well, Catherine Rollins was Linda Courtney's sister.
But there is a kind of, there's like a mutual respect thing going on between them. You know, the guy that's involved in some sleazy enterprise and the guy that's involved in some sleazy journalism. They're kind of sitting being a wee bit sleazy with each other. You slamming me, I slamming you, you see?
You're being very sleaze. You see? Stop it.
Talk to my lawyer. You talk to
Talk to my lawyer.
Withholding evidence in a killing. Now, where is she?
Don't make me tell you again.
I sent her over to Stacker's.
How do you say yes in German and then Spanish? You see?
Oui, oui.
Clayton Stacker Shoemaker.
No, it's yeah, see. For fuck's sake. That was quite possibly the greatest joke of my entire life.
You are a funny man.
Not, clearly not now.
It took you out.
How do you say yes in German and then Spanish? Yeah, see? No. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd be so depressed if it wasn't for the fact that having a baby, most of the rooms that I am in, feature an ungodly amount of cheery looking characters.
Wait a minute. You had a baby?
Yep. I'm sorry that I kept a secret from you. See, I would rewind that for the Star Trek acting if it wasn't commentary. Oh, it's so bad.
Captain Kirk to do his backflips and monkey flips.
I can make a cross from this.
That's what we should do, is start a Star Trek show after this, because nobody watched that show.
Yeah, and they're all allowed to be put up on YouTube.
Yeah, considering Paramount still sells box sets for $100 a piece.
We're all right, because apparently Leonard Nimoy was Star Trek's guardian of the internet. And now that he's dead, nobody's keeping an eye on things.
Come on, man, that's too soon. You notice every episode is camcorder or is whatever always gets broken.
Yep.
He never has enough evidence.
He never has any evidence.
Never.
And what I do have is all used up.
Her name is Catherine Rollins. She's a sister of Linda Courtner. She disappeared in Las Vegas.
It's like he could actually fit into the... I read a weird theory about Mulder from the X-Files. That basically...
Amelia Earhart going to show up as a vampire. You're always talking over the good lines, Gil.
Sorry.
Jeez. You missed a great line there. Is Amelia Earhart going to show up as a vampire?
Yeah, no, I got that line. It's just maybe it was funnier in the 70s when you were a teenager.
He was found on the scene of
You're such a fanny.
And if we want to, we can make it more than that. And pretty soon, the flack is going to start flying.
See, fanny is a good
you're
word.
a fanny.
Oh, don't be a fanny.
Uh-oh, listen. Here comes another quote of the show.
Yep.
Vincenzo yelling at Kolchak yet again.
Hi, Tony. I'm tired of it, Kolchak. I am fed up.
He looks well fed up. Oh, I mean,
that's awesome.
I mean, what they're doing isn't even...
I love it.
Whatever it is, you do it, Carlos, so help me. You haven't got a job here.
Uh-oh. Gonna be fired again.
It was
Gets fired every week.
I'll fire you. I won't have any choice. You've lied, you've connived, you've weaseled, and you belong on the unemployment.
Unbelievable. The mirror is gonna be pissed.
See that description that he just gave him there? About all the reasons why he should be fired. I think that's actually now the qualifications to become a journalist.
At least with TMZ.
I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't care. Now you just remember this. Whatever you do next, INS is not behind you.
Yeah.
INS is going to be on the murder
He's trying to sleep, damn it.
INS better get, or you'll be waiting in line at window A.
I can imagine this episode being like fucking Rupert Murdoch's, just like his entire defense. Where they just go, it's just like, it wasn't me.
Is he dead now, Simon Oakland?
Well, I don't know if I can make that.
Yeah, well, then we'll carry you on.
Simon Oakland?
Is he
Not that I
passed?
know of.
I would love to meet that guy one day and just have him yell, Kolchak! Kolchak! So I can put it on my phone.
Is it not in your book?
Not in my book. No, my book doesn't say who's dead.
In your
You're really
book?
being a fanny tonight.
Look in your book, man.
Unbelievable. I thought you were my friend.
Sorry, I thought you... Guys, you went, oh, there's this TV
You're being a real fanny.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, is Simon Oakland still alive? Hunt died in 1983. That should, I mean, unless the book was written, like, as the show was...
Well, do you think Miss Emily Cowles is still alive?
Can we... Let's start...
She was 95.
Kolchak character
She was
bingo.
95 when the show started. I think she's dead now.
I know you're gonna love it.
No, that's what we should, we'll just start a Kolchak character bingo.
Shit. He died at 61. He died young.
Vincenzo,
Yeah,
house.
sucks.
Well, no wonder he died. Like Kolchak stressed the fuck out of him.
He died really young.
Do companies out here rent as well as sell houses?
He is survived by his wife Lois and a daughter, Barbara of Santa Monica.
I hate it when they say that, like survived by. That makes it sound like it was the end of a battle.
It doesn't say what he died of, but that's sad. He died really, like, only 61. Poor man.
Well, it doesn't say if he died a poor man either.
He died a poor man. Oh, he died of cancer. Died of cancer. What? Alright. Wikipedia says he was 68.
Kolchak's currently trying to locate the extra 7 years.
But he died of cancer, if this is to be believed.
Waiting for the next in an endless number of dark, quiet nights.
I love that, an endless number of dark, quiet nights. That should just be like the tagline for, like, if I just start up like a podcast website, or just have like all my podcasts. That'll be the tagline for them.
He was 68 because he was born in 1915. Wow, one day after his birthday he died. That's pretty cool. Well, not cool, but that's pretty, you know, that's unique, right? He was.
No, lots of people die after really good birthday celebrations.
He was born August 28, 1915, and then he died on August 29th of 83.
So it's actually just past the anniversary of his death?
Right.
Well,
6
I think we're,
days,
10 days past it now? No.
7 days. 7 days.
What
Today's the
is this?
5th. Maybe it's the 10th where you come from.
Oh no, it's the 6th where I come from.
Yeah, you're always a few days ahead.
I'm living in the future,
Jill,
so just
who
like
wins the
fucking,
baseball game tomorrow? Can you tell us who wins the game tomorrow?
I can.
Okay, Biff.
It's the.
Really, let that go right over your
not that
head.
team. Oh, that's.
Just threw a Back to the Future reference at you, and you didn't even blink.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you really are a fanny. That's it. Oh, there you go. Make enough noise to wake up the dead. He's not very stealthy, is he?
I kind of feel like watching Kolchak is like watching somebody that's never played a computer game trying to play through Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, well, they didn't have computers back then. No.
No, but it does seem like that though. Like, you know that if the character was being controlled by somebody that had played the game before, they'd be incredibly stealthy.
Yes.
But a first-time Metal Gear Solid player, they're just gonna go, maybe I could just run out in front of this one guy. No,
just run out here and shoot everybody in my path.
Yeah, I've got a gun. Why can't I just shoot people? Because the object of the game is to never be seen by anyone.
With Resident Evil, just run out in a horde of zombies and just shoot. Oh shit, they ate me.
See, I think it's unfortunate that when you play Resident Evil games, it doesn't just have an option where you can just turn around and run away. Just be like, no, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to like look for a cabin in the woods.
I need to find the key so I can get a bullet pack.
Yeah, just find somewhere that you can sit silently for as long as possible.
See, I need a key. I know, we're stupid people. If you're still listening by this point, God bless you.
Well, what was the name of the person that wrote the book that you
who wrote the book? I don't revere the guy who wrote the book. I revere the.
No, you revere
the man's
book.
name is Mark Dawidziak.
Mark, come on the show.
Come on the show, Mark. If we're not done, but if you even listen to this, we know you're in the Kolchak Facebook group we joined. That's why I thank you for this book, because without this book, a lot of this information would not have been known to many. Oh, she's out there. She's waiting.
Well, you know it, and now I know it, so
Yes.
at least 3 people now know
Yes,
everything
and
that
now
he
you
knows. And knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Is that what that's from?
Yes.
I did not know
And
that.
now you know.
And knowing is half
Oh,
the
we're
battle.
pathetic.
I seriously don't understand why they made her like do that stupid.
Music that's going on right now, though.
Yeah, but then she's running about sounding like she's got a fucking hamster stuck in her throat.
She's a scary vampire.
Also, I love the fact that Kolchak is clearly not afraid of appearing racist.
And now she she's just
But-
she won't roll over because
She's going,
she
Whatever
overpowered
you do,
a football
Carl.
team, but she can't overpower Carl Kolchak.
Yeah, please, Carl, don't look racist. Honestly, don't look racist. Oh, just
Too late.
now set fire to the cross that ironically was clearly visible but had absolutely no effect on the vampire as she was running to within 15 feet of it.
Yes, Steve.
She was just going like, I'm so focused on
Yeah,
Kolchak, now I'm not going to notice the massive fucking cross. That
We love this show, people.
I really like it, but at the same time, this did make me think, I've not seen Mississippi Burning for a while.
Detective tailing me, but he lost me about the time Catherine found me. I wasn't particularly hard to find after that. It was just a question of following
Right? They
Just look for the white man who's murdering somebody in front of a burning
they
cross.
saw the light.
in Malibu.
Here we go. 2 times
Yep.
in 6 episodes they saw him hammering a stake into somebody.
It was a local landmark, so I had to pay for another one, and I didn't mind at all. I just couldn't
He
think
is
of a
the
way to
Piers
get
Morgan of his
this
day.
out.
He always gets away with murder.
Yeah.
They booked me for murder, just like I thought they would. But then, after 12 hours, they let me go. They never did say why.
Yeah, as I was saying, like I think he totally fits the idea of this thing that I read it was. Oh, actually, it was a crack video where the idea was that the X-Files was all just like Mulder being crazy, but then accepting the fact that he was crazy because he was still the best
That would
profiler.
have been a great way to end the show. Just show him in a nut house. Everything was a dream. Like that stupid summer party movie.
Well, that
All right.
yeah.
We have made it through episode 6 of Guilty as Charged. What do you think here, Gil? What do you think of the vampire?
I really enjoy it. I really liked it, even though, like the first episode of the series, we were saying how similar it was to the previous films, where one of them had a vampire in it, but this had like what could have been a vampire that had been created by that previous vampire, and they missed out putting that link in.
Like they tried to, I thought, because I mean, like I said in the earlier show,
Because of the
they
Vegas
made the
bit.
Vegas reference, so I kind of put 2 and 2 together myself, but they did never really say that she was a previous victim. I mean, it's kind of weird. She just pops out of the ground where that lady popped her tire, you know. I mean, but that is, I guess, limitations of scripting and budgeting, you know. But yeah, I think it would have been a
Yeah,
little
but then there
cooler.
was that bit that I thought was a bit extraneous.
You know, I thought it would have been a little bit cooler if maybe they did throw in the reference to the first vampire and then say maybe, you know, hey, she was one of the victims, and you know, and Carl could have been like, hey, you know, I researched this girl, you know, whatever how many years ago it was or whatever.
Yeah, why would you like go now that we've finally got Kolchak settled in a place, because he can't go back to Vegas and he can't go back to, was it Chicago?
Seattle.
No, Seattle. Yeah, so what we'll do for like one of the episodes, we'll send him back to Vegas to like chase down a vampire, but we'll make no references to that time that he chased the vampire in Vegas.
She went from Vegas to Los Angeles. Yep. Yeah. Yep. And then the next episode, which we'll be doing shortly, he's on a cruise ship. So he's taken out of Chicago a few times at least.
It should be called the fuck boat.
It was a singles cruise, right? Let's not give away too much of this episode yet.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of those people were being single.
So yeah, overall pretty decent episode. Again, it's up there in my top episodes. I do watch.
Is it in your top 20?
Yes, it's in my top 20. On the last show, we can rate our top 10. I don't know. It might be because there are, some episodes that are not very good, but we haven't reached them yet. Yeah, this might be in my.
Wait a minute. What do you mean we haven't reached them yet?
We haven't recorded those shows yet. So this might be one of my favorite, one of my top 10 episodes. I'd have to really think about that. So we'll do that towards the end of our episodes. We'll figure out our top 10s and our bottom 10s, and we can go from there. All right. You have anything else to say about the vampire?
No.
Okay. Until next time, we will be
guilty as charged.